this is me. I'm on oxygen. I can only do so many things around the house, and it pretty much exhausts me. But talking to y'all does the same thing if I'm not wearing the oxygen. It keeps me occupied. Why am I rebuilding this boat? You know, I'm not sure. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Hold my beer. I got this. And as Vice Grip Garage says, I'm an idiot. Don't try this at home. Well, here we go for my naysayers. This rod is loose. The other ones, yeah, they're firm, but I can move them with a lot of effort. So it is freeing up. It's just going to take some while. I'm going to take some ice and water and fill the jugs from the bottom side. See if that'll shrink up the pistons, let them pop out. Might put in boiling water and see if I can do, icing and cooling to get them to pop free. Anything to get it to work within reason. The crank came out with a timing cover on it because I don't have a balancer. Well, here we are with a freshly removed piston. And my kindling left over. That's what my piston punchers look like before they start. And that's what they look like after they start. Down to one piston left in the block. 1 hole, 2 hole, 3 hole, 4 hole. I think this is the last piston on the block. It was the worst looking cylinder. And it's budged, but I went to the other ones and they're looking decent bores. Not usable as they are. Maybe I'll hone them just to piss somebody off. Maybe I'll just take it into the machine shop. Either way, I do believe this is a rebuildable engine at this point, unless the walls break on that cylinder getting this piston out. Then, the shooting show's done. Or unless it comes up at the machine shop that there's a crack in the block. As of this moment, I have seen no indication of block crack, but day's not over. Okay, to my negative naysayers. The lifters have dropped. They're not all the way out yet, but they'll come out. They're gonna go in the trash. The cam is out, and if it gets reground, it does. If it goes in the trash and I just buy a replacement, no cracks in the block that I can find, but it'll get magnafluxed when it goes to the shop, machine shop, or whatever they do these days. And my one broken bolt. I have another one that's on the exhaust manifold on the elbow. It was pre-broken, so I didn't break it, but that's one bolt out of this whole mess that was so bad that it broke. It happens. I pulled the oil pump out earlier, and yeah, looking decent. Okay. See if we get autofocus in this. Not a best shots of a block cylinder. That's better. And then we have number 2. A bit of a rust ring around the inside of it. So I'm thinking we'll be getting it bored. Here's number 3. The carnage continues. That's not a crack all the way through, but it sure is a hell of a rust line. And number 4 could be the death of it. Make this a very short-lived bores measure 40 thousandths, well, 4 inches exactly across. I believe that makes them 350 pistons, but I'm not a machinist and I'm not a Chevy guy. Well, I say that as I do that with a driveway with 2 Chevys in it, GMs. Yeah. Oh, my hand moved it. There we go. Pistons all came out in one piece. I've marked them. Yeah, mind the clutter. I marked them on their piston tops with a scribe. The babbiting looks dirty and ugly on that one, but really in person it doesn't look as bad as the video's showing it to be. It's not through to copper. It's from sitting. Yeah, it needs to be taken apart and rebuilt. That's what we're doing here. So bad. I don't know if I'd reuse them, but oh, I haven't gotten the oil filter off. Too bad. I ought to scrap the block. I just wire wheeled the flywheel the other evening, and it looks fairly decent.